All right, let's do some examples now on page 6. It says practice naming ionic compounds, so we're still ionic. And we're now involving something called transition metals. Transition metals are found on the periodic table, so I'm going to draw kind of like a, right? So the periodic table looks something like this, right? The transition metals are the ones right here in the middle. If it's not a transition metal, it does not get this naming, except for two exceptions. They are SN, tin, and PB, lead. So tin and lead are considered transition metals even though they lie right over here. Okay? So here we go. Tin and lead are the exceptions. FeCl2 is number 1. This is a little more complicated. First of all, it has a metal. That metal is a transition metal. It is iron. Chlorine is a halogen. Its charge is -1. How many of them do you have? You have 2 of them, therefore a -1 and another -1. This iron, there is 1 of them, therefore its charge, to cancel these charges because it's ionic, is +2. Here is how we do a transition metal now. You name the element. It is iron. You then put a parenthesis. In this parenthesis is the charge on the metals. That is +2, therefore a 2 goes right here. Then you just name the anion. This is chlorine. It's not polyatomic, it's just monatomic. Therefore, chlorine becomes chloride. That is iron 2 chloride. Number 2. PbSO3. SO3, you're memorizing this anion, or this polyatomic anion, and it's -2 is its charge. There's only 1 of them. How do I know that? Because there's no parentheses in a number. So there's 1 SO3. Therefore, my 1 Pb must also be +2. Pb is lead. The version is lead 2. Well, this is a polyatomic anion, so therefore we just name it. This is lead 2 sulfite. Now I'm going to go back and get something real quick. Some of these things, this is called stock naming. So this type of name is called stock. But sometimes we want to give something called a common name. Well, common names are derived from just that, just what they're commonly known as. So for lead, we actually have a common name for lead version 2, and that name is plum bus. So this would also be called plum bus sulfite. Iron 2 has a name. It is, let's see. Why am I having a brain moment? Ferrous chloride. Okay, ferrous chloride. Number 3, let's take a look at. This is CO2. Parenthesis, CO3, parenthesis, 3. So first of all, CO3 is a polyatomic anion, and it is the carbonate ion. It carries a charge of -2. There are 3 of them, so it's -2, -2, -2, for a total of -6. 2 cobalts. It is a transition metal. If you went and found it, it's in the middle of the periodic table. The 2 cobalts have to cancel a -6. Therefore, +3 and +3. Now this one is a little tricky, and here is why. You write the element's name, cobalt. It is a transition metal. It's found in the middle. Therefore, it's a transition metal, I should say. It's in the middle. So now we got to tell the charge on the cobalt. You only put what the charge is. This is the +3 version. Therefore, it's a 3 here. Boy, some of my students will want to put a +6. That's not true. There's 2 of the +3 version. So that's why it's cobalt 3. You put what each of them is. So plus 3, that's why plus 3 goes there. Again, CO3 is carbonate, so this is carbonate. Number 4, we'll just do one more of these. AgNO3. Nitrate is -1, therefore silver is +1. +1 cancels with -1. Ag is indeed silver. Parenthesis, the charge is +1, therefore it's silver 1. NO3 is nitrate, so this is silver 1 nitrate. And again, when it has this type of naming, it's called stock. Now you might be asking yourself, okay, Mr. Gerby, give me the common name. There isn't a common name, at least one that I know of, for cobalt or silver, so I don't have to put it. The only ones that we have common names for are if you are dealing with Pb, which is lead, Sn, which is tin, Cu, copper, Fe, iron. I think those are the most common 4 that we see.